feel free to drop a comment in or a question at any time. So I used to be a nice guy, and I want to define what a nice guy is before we get into like the difference between that and submission. So a nice guy is a man who is codependent and people pleasing, and he has covert contracts. And what do I mean by covert contracts? I mean that he will, for example, have this contract in his mind where he'll be like, if I mow the lawn, clean the dishes, cook the meal, then she's going to have sex with me. Now, this is true for a lot of men, whether they identify, whether they have a submissive desire or not, or not. This is true for a lot of men where they have nice guy behaviors. And I used to be a nice guy in some ways. I would never say that I was a full-on nice guy because I could speak up for some things, but I abandoned myself a lot as well. I didn't always honor my deepest truths or my sovereignty. And that's an important aspect that we're going to get into here. I didn't speak up when I needed to a lot of the time. And so I was a nice guy because I was abandoning myself and I wasn't respecting myself in the process. And I was actually very passive as a nice guy because I was trying to get someone else's approval. And I was also hoping that if I did certain things, I would get something in return. In my particular case, I wasn't really so much worried about sex. I never had a problem ever in terms of that particular issue. But a lot of times what I was hoping for was that that I would get certain lifestyle choices that I wanted honored instead of just being honest about those lifestyle choices. And so what ended up resulting was that I would end up going behind the back of my partner. And this was my second wife, and we didn't have a DS dynamic. But that was something I wanted, and there were other things I wanted. But I wasn't being honest about it with her.